Welcome to the MMA Junkie Rankings Report for Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. Rankings chair, gorgeous George Garcia with me as always. And of course, we're looking back at this weekend's UFC Fight Night 185 event. George, a lot going on in the heavyweight division, right? A lot was changing, moving around. But really all the one that really had the impact on our rankings was that massive knockout, Derrick Lewis over Curtis Blaydes.
Correct. Yes, and that one took a while to sift through and see, because you know how I'm a big proponent of the head-to-head. And a few years ago, they had a fight. We'll leave it at that. I won't use another adjective to describe the fight, but they fought, all right? And Lewis won. So that, along with him having a win over Volkov, him having a win over Blaydes, I mean, you really want to look at putting him at number 2 right behind Miocic. The only problem is Ngannou's been a beast since then. Dare I say it, against a little bit better competition and with all finishes. So I think he just holds them off. I think had that fight that I'm talking about from a few years back probably been a little bit more of a statement win for Lewis, then maybe we're looking at something different here. Down below, also shout out to Chris Dawkins. We'll put him in the honorable mention. Big win over Alexei Oleinik, a long time guy that's put in some work. Respect to Oleinik, but great win for Dawkins.
Yeah, there's definitely some fresh talent in that heavyweight division. We're going to be seeing some new names climbing up the rankings here over the next couple of years, that's for sure. As far as this past weekend, the co-main event, of course, was in the women's bantamweight division. Yana Kunitskaya picked up a razor-thin decision, some might even say a controversial decision over Ketlen Vieira, but the result is the result. So how does that impact the division there?
The result is the result. Wow, those last 30 seconds were damaging, violent, everything you needed to steal around, and she did. So she gets that big win over Ketlen Vieira, who only had one loss before that. So she'll move from Yana Kunitskaya will move from number 9 to number 7, and then everybody will just slide one back, meaning Vieira and Raquel Pennington. But wow, it was this close to just being the other way, because she was on top of her for most of that third round. So that round was really hers. She lost it. She got it stolen from her.
Yeah, no question about it. So the reward there for pushing all the way to the end, right? There's a lesson for fighters to be had. Don't give up.
That elbow was damaging.
It definitely was. All right, well, that's really about it for this week from UFC Fight Night 185. But this weekend, we're going to have especially more impact in the heavyweight division with another great matchup, Jairzinho Rozenstruik and Cyril Gane. We'll talk about that and everything else next week on the Rankings Report.